So this one is going to be quick, and again we're going to take a look at part 2 and part 3 questions, and I'm going to give you some of my ideas, and you can choose any ideas of your own if you want to. It's just another tool in your toolkit, so to speak. So let's take a look at your grandparents' job, grandfather's or grandmother's job. So the topic part 2 is describe your grandparents' job. So first bullet point is what the job was, what you know about this job. Now it can be any job you want to talk about. Now it can be real true job of your grandparents, or if you want you can fabricate or make up some other jobs that you feel comfortable to talk about. So second bullet point is a little more interesting, and on that one I'm gonna give my own ideas. So if it was the only job he or she did, you can say yes, it was the only job they did because there was no need for second job or side hustle. Back then it was 100% possible to live off of single wage. You can talk about because of inflation. You can justify this answer any way you want. If you want, you can talk about some other reasons they worked on only one job, or if you want you can talk about something like, you can say something like they worked in multiple jobs, whatever you feel is good for you. So now next bullet point is if you would like to do the job like this. Now there are two options here. First one is you can say honestly no, because of how hard it is. I don't think I'm as resilient as my grandparent. That can be a good answer. Or you could say absolutely, I would be honored to follow in the footsteps of my grandparent, whoever you choose to talk about, grandmother, grandfather, doesn't matter really. So you can stretch this story, this ideas for more than 2 minutes, so it's not going to be a big problem, I think. Let's take a look at one or two questions of part 3. So difficult jobs and robots. First one, what are the differences between difficult jobs and easy jobs? Now again, this is what I always say. In part 3, examiners are not looking for facts or factual answers. They only want to know your opinion, and as long as you present the opinion clearly, that's perfect. So how demanding it is mentally or physically, that's the biggest difference between difficult and easy jobs. What qualities do people need to do difficult jobs? I think resilience, as mentioned, willpower, discipline, and so on. You can give some other reasons. What role can robots play in the car manufacturing process? This one is completely out of context but I guess since it's a difficult job, they chose to put this question in this topic. Anyways, they can drastically change the game by making it easier for workers, since they can do most of the heavy lifting. That's, I think, what most people would say, because that's probably what robots can do in car manufacturing and make the process much easier for workers. The rest of the questions can be for you to practice. If you have any questions or anything you want to know, if you have requests that you want me to do the next video about, leave them down below. So until next time, take care.